Alright guys, I'm back with my review of this week's episode of Ring of Honor TV for June 30th, 2012. Pretty good show here tonight. Deathmatch could have been a little bit better, but as a whole I thought it was a decent show. It starts off with Kevin Kelly and Jim Cornette. They're going to be doing commentary. That's always a good thing. I like Cornette on commentary. Mike Mondo cuts a promo on Davey Richards, says he's not afraid of him and he's not the best in the world until he beats him. Mike Mondo versus Davey Richards is the first match. The announcers were really putting over Mondo here. He's probably going to be getting a big push in the future. I mean, they were just really hyping this guy up. And he's not bad. I know at Border Wars it was kind of a bad match and he was botching stuff. I don't know what was up with him there, but for the most part, Mondo's not bad. He's pretty good. And he looked good in this match with Davey. It comes down to Richards has him in the ankle lock and they run out of time. So he doesn't even lose the match here. So definitely a push for Mondo. The referee asks him, do you want to keep going 5 more minutes or whatever? And Mondo says, he doesn't say anything, he just leaves the ring. So I'm not sure if they're going to be turning him face because I don't know. I can't remember if this was taped before Best in the World. And Mondo was kind of working as a face at Best in the World, so I'm not really sure what they're going to do with him. But then we see Kevin Steen backstage. He's talking about how he's wrestling Homicide in Spartanburg and he's going to get payback for Steve Corino. That should be a decent match. I'm excited to see it. I will be going to that show live, so that should be cool to see Steen versus Homicide. BJ Whitmer versus Roderick Strong versus Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole for a shot at the TV title. This was kind of just a clip. It wasn't a clip. It was like the end of the match. It wasn't the full match, obviously. They couldn't do that because of time. But it was still pretty good. Adam Cole wins with the crucifix on Roderick Strong, so he's going to be getting a future TV title shot. And he's another guy they're really pushing, and I think it's great for Cole. He was amazing at Best in the World in that match with O'Reilly. I mean, a lot of that was unfortunately due to his face getting busted open, but it still came off great, and I think it's really going to help push him further. Then we get the segment with the sponsors and the TV stations. They kind of did the same thing. I went to the Southern Defiance show in, when was that? November, December. And they did the same thing with our local TV station guy. They brought him out. So this didn't surprise me. Then we get Charlie Haas versus Jay Briscoe in the Texas Death Match. Jay gets the first fall with a sunset flip right off the bat. However, the only way to win the match is if the opponent can't get up to answer the 10 count. So pinfalls are completely pointless in this match. Yet they insist on doing them. I don't know why. It was very bizarre. Charlie Haas gets the next pinfall after a back body drop onto the guardrail. Charlie gets another one after a suplex. Then the ref takes a bump from an Olympic slam. He gets kind of kicked in the head, which doesn't matter at all because falls don't count. So, yeah, ref took a bump here. Jay leaves, comes back with a cooler full of weapons. He's got a cone, a piece of fence, some beers. He hits Charlie with the beers. Jay hits a double stomp on Haas through a table. He sets up the piece of fence using 2 chairs and hits a attitude adjustment on it. And then Jay brings in a kendo stick, but Charlie Haas low blows him, hits him in the head with the stick. He tries to use the ether rag again like he did at Border Wars against Mark Briscoe, but Jay hits him in the head with the stick. He refuses to use the ether rag on Haas and just hits him in the head with the can. Haas can't answer the 10 count, so Jay Briscoe wins. Oh, he got another fall after hitting him with the can, but like I said, that doesn't really matter, so I don't know. It was a decent death match, I guess. It wasn't like bloody or anything. A couple chair shots, I believe, to the back, stuff like that, but it was okay. Probably cool for the live crowd, but I thought it could have been a lot better. Still, I thought this was a decent show this week. They got a lot accomplished for having only 1 hour of television. And they announced that next week it's going to be Jay Lethal versus Michael Elgin and Kevin Steen versus Eddie Edwards. So that sounds great. I'm looking forward to next week's episode. And that's it. That's my review of this week's Ring of Honor. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on this week's episode in the comments below. And thanks for watching.